Thank you for vibing with me. How's everybody doing on this wonderful, wonderful Thursday night? How is everybody doing on this wonderful, wonderful Thursday night? I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all. Thank you for rocking with your bull. Good evening, good evening. Now listen, man. Again, God bless to y'all. I'm your host, Mike Sports Vibes. And we got a few things to talk about. I'm not going to be on too long on this live stream. But as a Viking fan, I just got to give you my honest opinion, you know what I mean, about what's going on in the whole NFL. It's interesting, I didn't expect, certain teams to be where they're at, and I didn't expect teams that were favored to be a contender to be where they're at right now. So the question of today, this is just Thursday NFL talk with a Viking fan. And my question for everybody, who's a contender and pretender in the AFC and NFC? Now, first I want to talk about my Vikings right now. Right now, we're pretenders, right? But eventually, we will be contenders. I just want to put that out there and salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. But listen, y'all, there's a lot of good teams, right? That is very interesting early on in the season. Now, when you think about it, right? When you talk about the New England Patriots, automatically, we're gonna start with the AFC East. So you got the New England Patriots, the Buffalo Bills, the Miami Dolphins, and the New York Jets. My honest opinion, right? Contender, New England Patriots, hands down. Their defense, we're gonna get into it. I don't want to get too in detail about everything, but I know their defense stepped up. They're 9-2. They are 8-winning streak. They won 8 straight games, and that's amazing. That is simply amazing. Nobody expected Drake May in his second season to be looking like this already. So I got to give the New England Patriots a C, meaning contender, right? Buffalo Bills, they're 7-3. As a Viking fan, I'm going to keep it all the way real with you. My favorite quarterback in the game is Josh Allen. Those who know. I'm a big Josh Allen guy. I think Josh Allen is definitely one of those guys that is a true franchise quarterback. He can do everything. He can make any throw, and he's a true dual threat. I absolutely love Josh Allen as a player. Shout out to my guy Aiden. How you doing? Buffalo Bills play tonight versus Houston Texans. I got Buffalo Bills winning that game. Unfortunately, the Texans are hurt. They're banged up. I got the Buffalo Bills winning the game. And shout out to my boy Daniel in the building. He said, happy Thursday, hey, everyone. Salute to my guy. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button when you come in the building. So right now, right, when you talk about the New England Patriots, they're contenders, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people will agree with that. New England Patriots are shout out to Ron's opinion. Don't matter. Shout out to Prods in the building. He said, I'm going to the Bengals game Sunday. Oh, wow. That's cool, bro. Hey, bro, enjoy yourself, win or lose, bro. Enjoy the atmosphere. Enjoy the game. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? So just enjoy the game, bro. Regardless of what happens, enjoy the game. It's nothing like going to an actual NFL game compared to watching it on TV. Nothing against watching it on TV. But I think going to the actual game is just a different vibe. It feels different. I love it more. If I can go to every Minnesota Viking game, I will go to every single Viking game. I'm talking about at home and away. If I can do that, bro, that would be awesome. But I can't do that. But yeah, so we going back. Oh, shout out to he said Pittsburgh Steelers. I can still figure y'all out. Yeah, Steelers are contenders. But let me say this. And shout out to Ron's opinion for that compliment. He says Sports Vibes best sports channel on YouTube. Thank you, man. I appreciate that compliment. What's going on, Dirk Wilburn? Everybody that's in the building right now, make sure you double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down over here on Mike Sports Vibes. I always say sports are designed to bring us together and not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Now, getting back to what I was saying, Patriots are contenders. They're 9-2. Buffalo Bills are contenders. They're 7-3, but they're about to beat the Texans tonight, even though it's any given Sunday. Texans can shock them, but I think Josh Allen is playing at a MVP caliber level. So I'm going to say that the Buffalo Bills are going to win against the Texans tonight, and the Bills will be 8-3 in my honest opinion. Now, the other teams in the AFC East, I'm not even going to talk about them. The Jets don't have a chance, and the Miami Dolphins don't have a chance, respectfully. Then again, I don't know. I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to say the top two are the Bills and the Patriots. Now, when you talk about the AFC North, now this is going to be a very, very, and shout out to Chris for real. This is a very, very interesting division because Joe Burrow is rumored to come back. I don't know if Joe Burrow is going to come back, but if he comes back, the Bengals could go on a little bit of a run. I'm just going to be honest with you. But the division right now is the Pittsburgh Steelers division to lose. They're 6-4. The Pittsburgh Steelers got the Baltimore Ravens right behind them, and they're 5-5. The Cincinnati Bengals are 3-7. But if Joe Burrow comes back, and I think Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks in the game when healthy, if he comes back, I think the Cincinnati Bengals, this is just opinion from a Viking fan, right? Just my opinion. I feel like the Bengals could do something, but it might be a little bit too late if they don't get them back this upcoming week. Now, getting back to the Baltimore Ravens, I got them pretenders for, man, it's hard to say, man, because Lamar Jackson is back and they haven't lost a game since he came back. I'm going to say contenders, and I'm going to say Pittsburgh Steelers are contenders because they're winning the division right now. You said, I never watched American football. Who is the best team in that sport? Man, there's a lot of good teams right now. You got the Colts, you got the New England Patriots, just to name a couple. You got the Philadelphia Eagles, you got the Rams. You got a few teams, bro, in both conferences that are very good, bro. But you should choose if you choose a team, American football team, choose the Minnesota Vikings. I'm a Viking fan. And you're welcome to the YouTube channel, by the way. Make sure y'all hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We go on live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But Burrow might play Sunday. I hope he does. Burrow might actually beat the Patriots. I'm telling you, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I admit to that. Bengals not catching the Baltimore Ravens or Steelers. Well, there's enough games where they can. And I'm not really sure how many games the Bengals played in division. But if they have a couple of games against the Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens that's left in this season, they honestly can do something. I'm telling you. The Ravens only got 5 wins. The Steelers only got 6 wins. The Bengals have 3 wins. There's like 7-8 games left, right? So they can go on a winning streak and maybe catch them. I'm being super optimistic when I say all this, but there's still a lot of football left. I'm more nervous for the Steelers because the Steelers let a couple of these dubs that they could have had, they let them go. And now you got the Ravens getting Lamar Jackson back. Lamar Jackson, by far, got the Ravens contenders. You know what I mean? So it's hard to match it's hard to match the Ravens when Lamar Jackson came back. Now it's like, and the Ravens haven't played the best football, but they're still winning. So we'll see what happens with that. But I got the Baltimore Ravens and the Steelers as contenders. The Bengals are pretenders for now, but the season isn't over. And I'm not going to mention the Cleveland Browns. It is what it is with that. Let's go to the AFC South now, y'all. You got the Colts, the Jags, the Texans, and the Titans. Titans, we're not going to mention them. The Texans have a chance if they beat the Bills tonight. If the Texans beat the Bills tonight, they have an honest chance of doing some great things. Will they beat them? I got the Bills winning that game. Respectfully to all the Texan fans out in the world. I got the Bills winning because of my guy Josh Allen. That's just my opinion. I could be 100% wrong. But if the Bills want to contend in this division and get a wild card, they're going to have to start winning now because they're not, I don't know about winning the division. The Colts are 8-2. The Jags are 6-4. I think they could probably overcome the Jags. I'm not sure when CJ Stroud is coming back, but I know he got hurt. But yeah, it's a toss up right there. But I got the Colts as contenders. I got the Jags as pretenders. Watch we upbeat in the Packers. Skull. Let's go. Let's go. We back, baby. Skull to the bowl, baby. Skull to the bowl, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the building. Colts would be one if DJ wasn't dog. Hey, listen though. I think the Colts are definitely a contender. Look, and I'm gonna be first to tell you, I already apologized to the Colts in the fan base because I said Danny Dimes is your quarterback. Y'all not doing anything. I said y'all don't have a chance. They debatably are one of the best teams. They're one of the best teams in the NFL. Probably the best team in the NFL. Overall, their defense is good. Their offense is top like 5. Their offense and defense are really good. They have an all-around good team. So honestly, the Colts, they're contenders. And I had to apologize because this is why I say every year is different. Nobody in their right mind thought that the Colts were going to be this good. I don't care. Unless you a Colts fan, you ain't think they was going to be this good. I didn't. I doubted them before the season started. But I'm wrong. And I admit when I'm wrong. And I'm wrong about them. Because the Colts are playing amazing football. They're running the ball so well. Yeah, listen. I got an Adrian Peterson jersey in the background. Number 28. Jonathan Taylor. What's his name? Jonathan Taylor, right? Is your running back, right? He wears number 28. So I think that Adrian Peterson's swag is rubbing off on him. And he's running over everybody. I forgot what game it was. I don't know if it was against the Dolphins. I don't know if it was overseas. I think it was in overseas. I don't know what game it was. I forgot. But he had like 30-something carries for like 200 plus rushing yards. Had like 3 touchdowns. I'm like, yo, this man is really good, man. He's definitely going to be the Russian champion this year, I'm assuming. But that man is good. They running the ball well. Danny Dimes is throwing dimes. He's a dual threat quarterback. So I got a lot of respect for Danny Dimes. And this is why I be trying to tell people, just because, listen to the alarm. I might have to hold on for a second. I'm listening to the, all right. But anyway, what was I saying? So I had to apologize to the Colts fans because Danny Dimes is he's playing amazing. He's playing like MVP caliber quarterback right now. People might not put him in that category because his name is Danny Dimes, but you can't deny that this man's playing some of the best football in the NFL. Hands down, the Colts and Danny Dimes is playing amazing. Amazing. Simply amazing. The Jags, I feel like, are pretenders. I just don't believe in them. I'm not trying to hate on the Jags. I'm just being honest. I got more confident in the Houston Texans if CJ Stroud comes back than the Jags. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'm sorry, but not sorry. If you understand where I'm going with this. Titans, they just are no comments on the Titans. They need to draft some more talent around Cam Ward. Now, AFC West is a tough division. When you talk about contenders and pretenders, Denver's a contender. I think Bo Nix is playing at an elite level. I'm gonna get to the comments. What's going on, Big Taz? Hold on, I'm gonna read some of these comments. Don't do it, Vikings. Just want to lose another Super Bowl. Don't do it. No. If we get to the Super Bowl, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. R5 comeback going to be generational. I don't know, man. I think Danny Dimes got that job, bro. I can see Bears beating the Packers when they play. We're gonna beat the Packers when we play them. No, pick the Giants. We got Jackson Dart. Is he back? Chase is suspended. Wow. What do you mean you still been winning? Looks like they lost last week to me. Yeah, are you talking about my Vikings? I don't know if you're talking about my Vikings. To be honest, Lamar starting at the beginning of the season was 1-2. Yeah. Shout out to Chris for real. Ingram said the Steelers ain't winning the division, especially with Aaron Rodgers missing some time. Oh, for real? Oh, he's missing time? Who you got tonight? I got the Bills beating the Texans tonight, bro. I got the Bills honestly beating the Texans tonight. Skull Vikings. Everybody that's in the building right now, I need you to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Like I said, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. There's a lot of evil going on around the world, and I'm just trying to bring people together. And that's just how I feel, man. That's my mission on this YouTube channel. Yes, we talk about the Minnesota Vikings. We talk about, we mostly talk about the Minnesota Vikings. We go live for every game. I don't mind answering your questions if you're not a fan of the Vikings, if you're a fan of another team. But like I said, It don't matter if you're a fan of the Vikings or not. You're welcome to this YouTube channel. And I just want people to be comfortable. This is one YouTube family. And yeah, man, it don't matter if you're from the United States. Don't matter if you're from another country. Don't matter if you're from another continent. It don't matter if you're from another galaxy, another planet. You're welcome to this channel, Mike Sports Vibes. Skull Vikings, baby. Big task. Minnesota needs a back like Jay Taylor. Yes. Oh my gosh. But the problem is, bro, Minnesota Vikings don't run the ball. That's on KOC, bro. Kevin O'Connell has to run the ball. The offensive line last game was making holes for Jordan Mason and Aaron Jones, and we didn't run the ball. It's more on play calling than anything. I think but yes, I would love to have a running back like Jonathan Taylor. Of course, I would love that. He's like Adrian Peterson right now. Jibby is the best Jibby in the Okay. Yo, Ingram, Eagles might lose Sunday. I think the Eagles are one of the best. I think the Eagles have the best defense in the whole NFL, hands down. I don't think there's a better defense than the Eagles defense. What has he ever done in his career to get the nickname Danny Dimes? I'm gonna tell you why he gets the nickname Danny Dimes, because he throws a lot of dimes, and he didn't win a championship. There's not many quarterbacks that won a championship. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to take what he's doing this year for the Colts. You cannot hate. The man got the Colts looking like a Super Bowl contender. They can get into the playoffs in the AFC and make a lot of noise. Whether he did won a playoff game or won a Super Bowl or not, you cannot deny what this man has accomplished so far early in this season or mid-season, this season in general. So that's the one thing I would say. You know what I mean? Dallas Cowboys stink, upset Philly Eagles. I don't know about that. I don't know. Trevor Lawrence. Look, I ain't say all that. But I just don't think the Jags are contenders, bro. Like, something about the Jags, and you're right, Trevor. I'm not the biggest fan of Trevor. I'm going to keep it all real with you. I think I think he's a solid quarterback. He's not a good quarterback. He's not a terrible quarterback. But I don't think he has that it factor, respectfully speaking. Now, I don't know how good their run game is. They're going to have to figure something out. I don't know. But the Jags, since they drafted Trevor Lawrence, they hyped this man up so much, and he hasn't done anything in my eyes, in my opinion. And I just feel like the Colts is running that division right now. Respectfully, I ain't trying to come at the Jags, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Come on, Jags. The Jags they have a decent record, but I'm talking about contenders and pretenders. The contender in that division is by far the Colts, bro. It's the Colts. I don't believe in the Jags. Let me go down the list real quick. I'm about to go to the AFC West, but let me go back to the AFC South. The Jags, I don't believe in. I believe in the Texans more than I believe in the Jags. And the Texans are 5-5. If the Houston Texans beat the Bills tonight, I would debate anybody and say the Texans are actually better than the Jags, even though the Jags have an overall better record than the Houston Texans right now as we speak. The Jags they're 6-4, and the Houston Texans are 5-5. Now, if the Houston Texans lose, like I said, the only contender that I see is that in the AFC South is the Colts. I don't see the Jags as a contender. They might be a solid average team, but they're not a contender. They're a pretender. Houston Texans, they're a pretender right now. If they beat the Bills, we see what happens from there. We'll see what happens from there, but we'll see if they can beat the Bills tonight. The Titans, no disrespect, they're just they're just trying to develop. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna say nothing more, nothing less. I ain't gonna say no more, nothing less about the Titans. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Please make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And like I said, whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. This is one YouTube family at the end of the day. But yeah, let's get it. So AFC West. You got the Broncos, which I think they're contenders. Now, this is the trickiest division in the whole NFL, probably, to be honest with you, right? The Denver Broncos are 9-2. They're contenders, right? They got a great defense. I think Bo Nix is coming to his own. I think Bo Nix is he's a solid quarterback. He gets the job done. In his second year, he's playing okay, right? All right, so when it comes to the Chargers, they're so up and down. They beat the brakes off my Vikings. What was it, 37-10? I don't understand it, man. Like, Justin Herbert got these games where you're like, wow, he could be a superstar. And then Justin Herbert, the next game, can look like Kirk Cousins on a bad, like look like a bad Kirk Cousins. You get an interception. You get an interception. You in the back. You get an it's bad, man. I don't know what's up with Justin Herbert, but I like him though. I like him. He's really talented, but he be throwing them interceptions sometimes, bro. I'll be like, bro, what was you thinking on that throw? And then this is what I'm nervous about, saying that the Chiefs are done. Now, are the Chiefs done? They're 5-5. There's like 7 games left. Can they make a run and run the table and start winning a lot of games and sneak into the playoffs? Because if they get into the playoffs, I'm nervous for the AFC because you know what Patrick Mahomes does in the playoffs. So I want to say they're pretenders, but right now I'm going to say the Chiefs are pretenders right now. We better hope that, listen, for the AFC like fans, like Denver or Colts or whoever you rock with in the AFC, if the Chiefs get in the playoffs, look out. Listen, I'm just being honest with y'all. You know what happens. Even it's like when he gets into the playoffs, he's going to get to the Super Bowl, most likely. And if he gets to the Super Bowl, I'm not saying they're going to win it, but he won 3 Super Bowls. So you better look out, AFC people. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm going to say they're pretenders right now. I can't give them the contender, but I'm nervous saying they're pretenders right now because they're the Chiefs and they've always been good the last how many years in a row? Like this is the worst season I have seen them in a long time. And the Las Vegas Raiders there's no comment on them. They're 2-8. That team, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what my boy Ashton Genty is doing. I don't know what's going on with the Raiders, man. The Las Vegas Raiders. They needed to stay in Oakland. They messed the swag up. They should have stayed in Oakland. This ain't nothing against Las Vegas. I don't got nothing against Las Vegas. They should have stayed in Oakland. I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was the taxes. I don't know if it was it had to be a money thing. But I'm telling you, they should have stayed in Oakland. I'm pretty sure a lot of people that's from Oakland probably agree with what I'm saying right now. Now, let's get to the NFC now, y'all. So, hold on. Let me refresh. Real quick. So, the contenders and pretenders for the AFC. So, I got the New England Patriots as a contender. I got the Buffalo Bills as a contender. I got I have to switch this. I'm sorry, Steelers fans. I got the Baltimore Ravens as a contender because Lamar Jackson is back. I got the Steelers as a pretender until I see them win some games. I'm sorry, Steelers fans. Y'all haven't been looking good, man. I'm saying y'all got a good defense, but your offense is suspect. Aaron Rodgers ain't playing the best right now. Yes, they beat my Vikings, but I got to keep it real on Mike Sports Vibes. I got them as a pretender, even though they're in first in the division. The Bengals are pretenders because I don't know when Joe Burrow is coming back. Now, when you go to the AFC South, I got the Colts as a contender. Jags are pretenders. Houston Texans are pretenders. Going to the AFC West, Denver Broncos are definitely contenders. Chargers are pretenders. Chiefs are pretenders. But I am nervous saying that about the Chargers because like I said, Justin Herbert is up and down, bro. He up and down, but I think he's a good quarterback, though. I think he is. I think his coach is going to make him more clutch. Hopefully, we'll see. All right, now going to the NFC. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. You know, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. You know, like I said, man, this is one YouTube family. You know what I mean? I don't mind people talking trash in the comments. Just be respectful. You don't have to agree on what everybody says. You know what I mean? We're not supposed to. That's why we all different. God made us different for a reason. But just keep it respectful in the comments. That's all I ask. I want everybody to feel comfortable in the comments. And also, I want to say this respectfully. When my Minnesota Vikings play against your team, and don't laugh at me in the comments. When we play against your team, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. It is what it is. I said it and I meant it. We're going to beat the Packers this Sunday. And I'm going to be live for that game, so stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready. Get your lemon pepper wings ready. Get your garlic parmesan wings ready. Get it all ready. You know what I'm saying? But get to the NFC. All right, so we got the Eagles in the NFC East. They are contenders. They got the best defense in the game. I don't think there's a better defense. I don't care what their rank is. I think they're the best defense in the game. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I think that their secondary, my boy Cooper, DeGene, I got a lot of love for that man. I wanted to draft him for the Vikings. Respectfully, I can't stand that the Eagles got him. What's the other Davian Mitchell? I think that's your other cornerback. And I love your defensive tackle, Carter. And you just got that pass rusher from the Dolphins. What's the pass rusher from the Dolphins? He looks good as well. That was a good move by your GM, by the way. Y'all look really good. Y'all look dangerous. Y'all look like y'all about to maybe run it back. I ain't gonna sit here and cap. Even though I'm a Viking fan, I ain't gonna sit here and cap. I feel like the Eagles are the favorites to come out the NFC North. So I mean NFC period. Not NFC North, NFC East. But they're the favorites to come out the NFC, in my honest opinion. I don't think there's any team in the NFC right now that's really messing with the Eagles right now. Even when the Eagles are not playing good offensively, they're still winning games. But if my Vikings come along and sneak in the playoffs, we might have another different story. You feel me? We might have a different story over here. Let me read some of these comments real quick before I go on. Vice gives us Scolders a score prediction for the Vikings game. I got Vikings winning 24-20. I got us winning 21-17. 21-17 or 20-17. 20-17. Vikings beat the Packers. With the offense, I think the Eagles going to, yeah. Man, you guys were so lucky against Detroit. The Lions are going to cook y'all last game of the season. Turkey dinner, baby. Hey, listen, bro, respectfully speaking, I highly doubt that, bro. We keep that same energy and make sure you hit the like button. Don't be a hater. I know you a Lions fan, but I'm telling you right now, you Lion fans can say what you want. You can say it's luck all you want. But I'm one of those Viking fans that's going to talk that talk. I'm one of those Viking fans that's standing on all 10 toes. I'm a stand-up man, bro. We going to beat the brace off of y'all again. And when we beat y'all again in Minnesota, then what y'all going to say? Is luck twice? I'm trying to tell you, I like what the Lions have. They got a good running game. They got a good quarterback. They got a good pass rush. They're all right. But respectfully speaking, we're going to beat the brakes off y'all when we play y'all. Respectfully speaking. What's going on, MJ? Ingram said, whoever on here thinking the Cowboys going to beat my Eagles, he better bet something. What's good, Mike? And sports fan, what's good? I'm a Bears fan. I don't care what else happens this year as long as Green Bay loses. Let's go. We're going to beat the brakes off the Green Bay Packers. CJ is out for the Texans. Oh, well, they're going to lose then. They're going to lose to the Bills. Ain't no way they winning that. They ain't winning that, bro, respectfully. Best teams are not the highest paid. Some get paid more to lose. Facts. Screw the Chief. And Taylor, what the Taylor Swift? What? Greetings from okay, bro. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. What's wrong with my Raiders? Is that coaching staff? I think it's a combination of everything, bro. I'll start with the coaching though. I'll start with the coaching, bro. Like the Raiders are just not looking good all the way around. So it's coaching and just like I think with new coaching, y'all will look a lot better. But coaching right now definitely got to be number one. They're going to fire, what's his name? Pete Carroll, I think, is y'all coach. They're going to have to get rid of him. They're going to have to figure something out. What do you think your chances against Green Bay this week? I think we're going to win this game. I think we're going to beat the Packers, though. I'm going to be honest with you. I think we're going to beat them. I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Vikings. They think that just because we're 4-6, it's any given Sunday. That's for one. And for two, it's a division game. For three, the Packers offense hasn't been looking good. Josh Jacobs might not even play. Their tight end crap that always destroys us is out for the season. I'm not really scared of the wide receivers like a lot of other people, man. Like, I'm not scared of what the Packers really bring to the table offensively. Now, their defense is a whole nother different story. Their defense is all that. I ain't going to sit here and cap. Their defense is really good, but we're going to have to make sure we make their defense look like scrubs when we play them, respectfully speaking. Go Vikings, go to the bowl. You know the vibes over here. What's wrong? All right, so you said the Oakland, let me see him, is the biggest ever seen. Yeah, we should have stayed in Oakland. Yeah, they should have stayed in Oakland. I don't know what they was thinking. Why would they go to Las Vegas? That don't even make no. Look, I ain't trying to come at Las Vegas, But why would they go to Las Vegas, bro? It's all about the money. But I think the swag, the energy is different with the Raiders. They're not the same anymore, bro. They're not the same. Don't forget the NFC West. Oh yeah, I'm back. Oh, I did the NFC West. What did I say about the NFC West? Oh no, I didn't do any of the NFCs yet. I didn't do the NFC yet. I'm just doing the NFC East right now. I didn't even get to it yet. I'm just reading the comments before I get back to it. Vikingship. I'm a Vikings fan this week. Let's go, baby. No playoffs for the Vikings. We gonna see, bro. Sixer Bucks should be a good game. Yo, you already know the vibes. I might be going live for that game. And everybody that's in the chat right now, if you're into basketball, check out my other channel. I have another channel called My Sports Vibes Balling. I'm gonna copy the link and put it in the comments below. Check out that channel. Subscribe to that channel if you haven't. I go live for a lot of Sixer games. Even if my Sixers don't make the playoffs, I will be going live for a playoff series. I also will be covering like big time breaking news for the NBA. And I'm going to try to get into hockey as much as I can in baseball. But I'm Philly everything besides NFL football. And if you're wondering why I'm a Minnesota Viking fan from Pennsylvania, it's because of Randy Moss, the GOAT at wide receiver. That's just my opinion. I know people are going to say Jerry Rice. I'm going Randy Moss as the best wide receiver of all time. So I just want to put that out there because they're going to be like, why are you Philly everything, but you a Viking fan? Because of Randy Moss, the GOAT. But let me put this in the comment real quick, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Now let me put this in the comments. Let me put this in the comments real quick. This is my basketball channel. And I will be doing some boxing possibly as well. But really, I primarily do basketball on this channel. But do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel, though. This is my football channel. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all just played us, and we know how that went, yeah. Oh, Quentin Mitchell. Right. Quentin Mitchell. Yo, Jalen Phillips from Miami. Yes, you're right, bro. Yup. Jalen Phillips was a good trade. I think y'all gave up a third-round pick. He's a good pass rusher, a good edge rusher. So the Eagles needed an edge rusher. And they looking really good right now, bro. I'm not going to sit here and cap. Like, I can't stand saying this because all my family are Eagle fans and Steeler fans. But I ain't going to sit here and lie, man. The Eagles defense got them looking like a Super Bowl contender. Now, if they offense could be more consistent, the Eagles got a chance to do something great. He said Carson Wentz opinion. Carson Wentz was good for the Vikings for the little bit of games that he played. I don't got nothing bad to say about Carson. He's a straight up dog. I like Carson because that man played with a dislocated shoulder, a fractured socket, a torn labrum, and he battled through it. And he fought on that football field. He gave the Vikings everything he had. So I got a lot of respect for Carson Wentz. Because some people be thinking that, like, once week 1 is over, if you a starter in the NFL, you're never going to be 100% healthy. So for him to be battling through all that and still play, I got a lot of respect for Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, by far, is one of the I ain't never seen a player play through that much pain. That man was crying on the sideline, bro. That man was crying on the sideline, and the coach didn't take him out. And that's why I was kind of irritated that why you got, and listen, I'm a Viking fan, but I got to keep it real. Why you got JJ McCarthy on the sideline with his that can possibly get in, but you got this man with a dislocated shoulder. You knew this man was jacked up from the floor up, respectfully speaking. He was jacked up and still went out there. And battled. All right, let's get it. The Eagles do just enough to win. Yeah, that is true. That is a fact. Yeah, right. Rodgers would have been 10 times better. Lions don't play the Vikings the last week. Quarterback opinion. On who? Vikings won already this year. Carson was, let's go. Let's go to the bowl, baby. Gino throwing BS. Hey, listen, bro. You know what's crazy? Prior to the season, I said the Raiders is my dark horse team. I was like, yo, the Raiders are going to be good. I think Geno Smith going to the Raiders is going to be good. I was like, yo, that's my dark. Look, I chose the what teams? I chose the Chargers, the Raiders. There's another dark horse team that I chose that was going to be good this season, and I'm wrong. But the Chargers are pretty good. They're solid. There's another team, though. But let me get to I'm gonna get to the more comments, and I'm gonna get to the NFC who's contenders and pretenders. But yeah, he said Geno throwing BS. Except Pete Carroll has won pretty much every single year. It's the talent by the Raiders stink. Geno Smith sucks. You know what? When I think about the Raiders, bro, like, I don't know, man. Maybe Pete Carroll. I don't know, man. I haven't really watched the Raiders to tell you what's really going on, but I'm just assuming that the talent can't. Is the talent that bad? I know they drafted. I don't know who they drafted in the 2025 NFL draft. So I know they drafted. Um, what's his name? Ashton Genty. I was a big Amarion Hampton when it comes to the running back. He was one of my favorite running backs. He had a tour, I think ACL, so he's missing a year. I think he got drafted by the Chargers, but I was expecting Ashton Genty to just be a dog this year, and I was expecting the Raiders to be real physical and establish the run. So I'm just assuming, right, if they're doing this bad, their offensive line must be banged up. Their offensive line is probably terrible. And then if you're saying that Geno Smith is just throwing some BS, I mean, I'm just assuming from what I'm hearing. I didn't watch any Raiders games, so I couldn't tell you exactly what's happening, but I'm assuming it's coaching. But then again, you're right. It could be a combination of both talent and coaching. We wouldn't have won in 98. We were stacked, yeah. Are you more confident in the Vikings win than you were last week? You know what? I am very confident in the win this week. I'm going to tell you why. Because I just feel like it gets to the point where, first of all, it's a division game, right? You know, division games they're just 50-50 coin flips a lot of the time, right? No matter how bad that team is in your division, they always play. Division games are always the hardest games to win, right? Most of the time. But for two, I just feel like a lot of dislike for J.J. McCarthy. I think J.J. McCarthy is going to have the best game of his career in this game. And I know it sounds like I'm tripping. And listen, call me out in the comments. If it doesn't happen, if he doesn't have a good game, call me out. Just call me out, bro. Respectfully, call me out. But I just feel like something has to give offensively. We can't be this dang on bad every single game. We can't be this bad, right? Something has to give. And Justin Jefferson's eventually going to go off. Somebody has to go off. Either the running game, something has to happen. And I just feel like we're going to give the Packers defense some problems if we can establish the run and play off of that run game. You know, the best friend besides the offensive line for a young quarterback is the run game. It's the tight end and it's the run game. It's not a wide receiver. Yeah, wide receivers are very, very good. But most of the time for like a young quarterback, it's a running back. It's a running back. That's like the best friend. Because once you establish the run game, what happens? You open up the whole offense, the play action, then the corners are going to start biting, the safeties are going to start biting, the linebackers are going to start biting if you establish the run game. And then what can that young quarterback do? He can make some nice passes over the defense, over the defenders that are biting off of the play action and make some decent passes. But for my team, even though they're averaging, like last game, they averaged like 5.2 a carry, right? Which is very good. Some reason KOC stopped running the ball. I don't know why KOC be doing that. And it's I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Love is soft. He might be. All right, hold on. Let me get to the rest of the I'm gonna read y'all comments, but hold on real quick, y'all. I want to get to the NFC because I'm starting to talk about the Vikings a lot. In which we're going to talk about the Vikings on this channel a lot, but I want to get back to the contenders and pretenders. So I got in the NFC East between the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Commanders, and the Giants. I got the Eagles as contenders, right? I got the Dallas Cowboys as pretenders. I got the Commanders as pretenders, and of course the Giants. They're not doing anything this year, respectfully, because they're hurt. Jackson Dart got hurt or whatever. But really, I think it's the Eagles. But I gotta be honest with you. The Cowboys, I'm not saying they're going to win the division because they're not going to. But the Cowboys have one of the best offenses in the game. You know what the counter is to that? They're like the Bengals of the NFC. Because, yeah, they got a good offense, right? Like the Bengals, right? But their defense sucks. Their defense. What does Stephen A. Smith say? What can go wrong will go wrong, and that's the Dallas Cowboys. Howdy. That's what happens. When you least suspect it, they could be up by 30 points in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes to go, and somehow, some way, the Dallas Cowboys offense is going to start messing up, and they're going to throw a couple pick sixes. And then all of a sudden, the defense is going to give up yards and touchdowns. So it's just they're going to fall apart. But I will say, the Cowboys have their offense is amazing. And Dak Prescott so far this year is playing pretty good. So I got to keep it real. But I say the Eagles are the only true contenders in the NFC East. That is my opinion. And I can't stand the Eagles in some ways. But I got to put respect on their name. NFC North Division. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm a Viking fan. You know NFC North. I got to say that the Vikings are pretenders. You know what I'm saying? I don't like saying that. The Detroit Lions, they're pretenders. No, they're not. I don't know about that. Hold on. Let me take that back. I think the Bears, they're 7-3. They're first in the NFC North Division. I don't believe that they can keep that. I don't believe they're going to be first in the division. I think the Lions will be first in the division by the end of the season. I don't know, man. The Bears, I'm happy for the Bear fans. I don't see it, though, y'all. I'm sorry. They're going to have to prove to me. It's too many games left in the season. I don't see the Bears doing it. Now, I got the Packers as pretenders. So the only contender in this division is the Lions, in my opinion. Now, I know people are going to say, you capping, bro. Nah, I'm not. It's just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Now, let's get to the NFC South real quick, y'all. NFC South, when you talk about Tampa Bay Buccaneers, by the way, everybody that's in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. So if you feel in the vibes, consider subscribing. You're all welcome, even if you're not a Viking fan. And we go live for every single Viking game. So salute to everybody that's in the building. All right, get into the NFC South. So we got the Buccaneers, they're 6-4. You got the Panthers, they're 6-5. Buccaneers, they're starting to fall off a little bit. But I got the Buccaneers as the only contender. And I'm happy for the Panthers. They're winning games. The Panthers are looking really good lately. But I just don't know, y'all. I just don't know about them, respectfully speaking. Falcons are done. Saints are done. All right, so getting to the NFC West, last but not least, right? Los Angeles Rams, Seattle Seahawks. This is the best division probably in football. One of the best, top two divisions in football. San Francisco 49ers, right? So when you talk about the NFC West, pretenders and contenders, woo! Now listen, y'all. I got so much respect for Sam Darnold in the Seattle Seahawks. I got a lot of respect for the Los Angeles Rams. I got a lot of respect for them. I think the Los Angeles Rams are definitely contenders. I think the Seattle Seahawks are contenders. San Francisco 49ers, man, I just don't know. Can there be three teams to get to the from that division to get to the playoffs? I don't know. But I tell you one thing. I'm going to say pretenders for the 49ers for now, but there's a big but. I wouldn't be surprised if they mess around and win the division. And the reason why I say that is because even though Fred Warner went down, right? I think he tore an ACL or something, right? Out for the season. This team, next man up, Brock Purdy was down. They still winning games. This is why I be saying, even though my Vikings be getting hurt, people be making so many excuses. Oh, we hurt. Bro, the 49ers are banged up and they still winning. And I think Brock is coming back, or he is back. And I think the 49ers can literally win this division, bro. They're playing some good football. I just don't know, bro. If I had to choose a team to win a division, I think I'm going with my guy Sam Darnold. I like Sam Darnold. He was a Viking. I'm cheering for Sam Darnold in the Seahawks to win that division. But I wouldn't be surprised the 49ers or the Rams win that division. I like the Seattle Seahawks defense. I love the Los Angeles Rams defense. And San Francisco just playing all around good football. So this is a tough division to call. And no disrespect to the Arizona Cardinals, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. So I'm not even going to mention them they're a pretender. So honestly, contender, Los Angeles Rams. Seattle Seahawks, contenders. San Francisco, 49ers. I'm going to have 3 contenders. Contender. So I got 3 contenders in the NFC West, and we'll see how that goes. So right now, for the NFC, and I could be wrong because I'm wrong a lot, but I got the Niners, I got the Hawks, I got the Rams, I got the Buccaneers, I got the Detroit Lions in the NFC North Division, and I got the Eagles in the NFC East Division. So those are all the contenders to me right now. Now we got 7 weeks left. This can all change. Everything can change. I'm just going by right now, week 12, right? We're in week 12, right? So everything can change. We got plenty of football left. Dallas Cowboys might shock people and beat the Eagles. I don't think that's happening, but they could. Who knows? It's a division game. I don't think they're going to win the division, but they could beat the Eagles in a game. I can see that happening with that offense that they have. But the thing about it, the counter to that is the Eagles have a great defense. So we'll see what happens, man. This season is very up in the air. There's not one team other than the defending champions, the Eagles in the NFC, that I'm just like, all right, who's really the most dominant team in the NFC? It's probably the Eagles. Probably the Eagles. It could be the Rams. I don't know. And then the AFC is real confusing because you don't know what's going to happen with the Chiefs. Can they get on a winning streak? The Broncos are definitely good. Chargers are up and down. The Colts are good. The Ravens seem like they're just coming along at the right time. And then they got the Patriots and the Bills. So, like I said, there's a lot of contenders and a lot of pretenders. But like I said, this NFL season is going to go. Listen, I would really love to see in the Super Bowl 2 teams that haven't been to a Super Bowl in a long time, or 2 teams that haven't won the Super Bowl. That's how different this season is. Because I don't know how many times the Colts won a Super Bowl. I know they won it at least once, right, with Peyton Manning. Right? I don't know the history of the Colts, but I know they won at least once with Peyton, right? So I know they got a Super Bowl. But I wouldn't mind seeing a team that never got there, well, haven't got there in a while. I know the Broncos got Super Bowls, but New England Patriots got a lot of, I don't even want to talk about dang on Patriots. I like the Bills. The Bills ain't never won a Super Bowl, just like the Vikings. So I wouldn't mind seeing the Bills get to the Super Bowl. If my Vikings don't make it to the Super Bowl, and I want to see the Bills win the Super Bowl. But I wouldn't be mad if the Patriots won it because I'm a big Drake May guy. I wouldn't be mad if any of these other teams. You know what I mean? Respectfully, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody in the building. Let me get to the Maxie that guy. Yes, facts. Winston G, yeah, I thought you was going to cook the Bears. Yeah, I mean, I thought we was too, bro. I thought we was going to cook them, fry them, bake them. We took L. We took that L. The Bears won it. I got nothing but respect for the Bears, but respectfully speaking, if we see them in the playoffs, we're going to beat the brakes off of them. Everybody that's in the building, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. And like I said, we going live for every Viking game. So I'll be live. You can come on the live stream at halftime if you want to talk about what's happening at halftime. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Panthers doing good. Yeah, Panthers are doing really good. Do you think the Saints will make a comeback in the next few years? I think they could. They got to make sure Spencer Rattler is the quarterback. You got to figure out who their quarterback is. That's the number 1 position in the NFL. You got to figure out who your quarterback's going to be. Is Spencer Rattler the guy? Is he not the guy? I don't know. But I tell you one thing, that 2024 NFL draft, and I said it on a few lives. I probably said it on every live I go live for. I'm going to be honest with you. That 2024 NFL draft is one of the greatest drafts when it comes to quarterbacks in NFL history. One of the greatest. I think Jaden Daniels, he got to get healthy. That man got to the NFC Championship game his rookie season. Bo Nix, as a rookie, got to the playoffs his rookie season. What else? What else? Drake May, second year, looking like an MVP his second year in the NFL, bro. Michael Penix before he got hurt. Michael Penix was pretty good before he got hurt. Right now, my boy JJ McCarthy's behind, but I think he's gonna be all right. And who else was drafted that I missed? I feel like who am I missing? Did I say Bo Nix? Oh, Bo Nix was good. As Bo Nix looks good. Okay, I said Bo Nix. Spencer Rattler, but he wasn't a first round pick. But I'm just talking about first round picks. Like that draft, I'm telling y'all, that was a great draft for quarterbacks. If you didn't get your quarterback in that draft, bro, I'm not really sure what's going on in this draft coming up in 2026. I'm not hearing too much noise about the quarterbacks in this draft, y'all. I don't know who it is, who's going to be good. They said the Bull Manning is overrated. I didn't watch no film, so I'm not going to speak on that. I don't know what's going on with the quarterbacks in the 2026 NFL draft. I don't know. Y'all could tell me that. Throwing BS is dropping passes, right? I live in Seattle country. Gino is dude. I really hope so because yeah. Give Mike a drink. JJ is the worst quarterback in the NFL. I don't know, bro. We gonna see. Hey, listen though. The one thing I would say is, yes, I'm not taking full accountability away from JJ McCarthy. He gotta stop throwing interceptions. When Justin Jefferson is wide open and TJ Hockenson is wide open, he gotta put that ball on the money. Sometimes his accuracy ain't looking the best. I'm gonna keep it real over here on Mike Sports Vibes. But at the same time, the last game that we played, Jordan Addison dropped the pass. Justin Jefferson dropped the pass. TJ Hockenson dropped the pass. So even though some of his accuracy looks bad and the 2 interceptions in the first half, I believe, not all of it's his fault. Plus the play calling is terrible because we're not running the ball to take a little bit of pressure off of him. But like I said, he does have to play better. But I feel like the offense is struggling more because of play calling than JJ McCarthy. I think JJ McCarthy can be a good quarterback. We'll see, though. We'll see. Because just because I believe in JJ McCarthy, he has to prove it on that football field. I'm rocking with JJ McCarthy, but I'm not going to sit here and cap. He has to be better, right? He's developing, he's learning from his mistakes, but he has to be better. But 5 games is not going to determine, or the rest of the season is not going to determine that this man is a bust or not. I say give him at least 20-something games to figure out what the man is. And even that, probably not enough, because they said that Sam Darnold was a bust. They said Baker Mayfield was a bust, and look what they're looking like. So it just depends, man. You got to go to the right team, the right organization, the right coach. Just depends. And my whole thing is like, we're going to definitely see. We're going to see. Skull Gang, let's get it, baby. Need to open it up. The defense is taking away all the short stuff. JJ and Addison getting open almost every time downfield. Man, I don't think they're taking away all the short stuff, bro. I disagree with that. I feel like what's happening is they're not calling plays for short plays. I feel like down the field is what's not open all the time. I'm talking about like 30 yards, 20 yards on the field, because he be forcing it to Justin Jefferson, and that's how we get in trouble throwing interceptions. Plus his accuracy is a little off, but we'll see what happens against the Packers. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to definitely see. I went to a Vikings game in Seattle, crazy stadium noise. Yo, I went to my first Viking game because, I'm from Pennsylvania, right? It's Philly, everything besides NFL football because of Randy Moss. I went to my first Viking game, and I went it was week 2 against the Falcons, and I met Dante Culpepper. I got his autograph, and I got a picture with him. I'm going to put that on my wall soon. This is my Adrian Peterson signed autographed jersey right there. And y'all know I got Sixer stuff there, and I got Philly stuff on the other side. But, yeah, I met Dante Culpepper, man. Man, that was a dream come true. I ain't going to sit here and lie, man. Like, being in Minneapolis for the first time, that was a dream come true, man. It really was. I was like, man, this is like, I didn't think it was going to happen. You know what I mean? But I had to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? You think you guys will score more than twice? Hey, listen. I might be delusional. I think that's the better word. Insane is not a good enough word for me. I would say delusional. I'm delusional, my brother. I think the Vikings going to score they're going to score twice, more than twice. Yeah, they will. They will. I agree. The Packers defense is pretty weak against the run. Nah, they good. They top 10, I think. They top 10, probably better than that. We gonna figure it out though. But we gonna have to. But listen, y'all. Even though a team might have the statistics of them being a top 10 defense or a top 10 offense, it's game to game, bro. Even in the playoffs, none of that stuff you can take in every game. That's what you go by. Every game, kind of, sort of. But at the same time, maybe you can find the weakness of that defensive line. Maybe you can find the weakness in their secondary. Maybe their coach didn't crack the code. They didn't find out what it was. You know what I mean? There's a code. There's every I don't care how elite a defense is. There's always a weakness. I don't care how good an offense is. There's always a weakness. Maybe their center ain't all that. Maybe they tackle ain't all that. Maybe their right guard or left guard ain't all that. Maybe there's got to be something. There's a weakness. There ain't no such thing as a perfect team. I'm telling you that right now. Someone's going to crack the code, and I hope it's going to be the Vikings, and we're going to beat the brakes off the Packers this Sunday. Let's go, Vikings. Let's go. Number 12. Let's get it. Yeah, number 12. So loud. Let's get it. Long as Vikings defense shows up. Yes, the Vikings defense has to by far show up. They got to show up for us to have a chance. Yes. Hey, listen. For us to have a chance against the Packers, they have to show up. But I think the key to victory is blocking and no turnovers and short passes and quick plays and running the ball successfully. Because the one thing you don't want to do is like Michael Parsons and what's the other edge rusher the Packers got? I forgot Bull's name. What's the other edge rusher that the Packers got? Someone put it in the comments. He got like 7.5 sacks this year. I forgot the Bull's name. My bad, bro. But Michael Parsons is a dog. So our tackles are going to have to be on point. You know what I'm saying? Like Brian O'Neill, Christian Darrisaw going to have to be on point, bro. Like this is going to be a long game if they don't block the best. I'm going to keep it all the way real with you as a Viking fan. But this is a division game, and I feel like we will be victorious. Bears, I think, are contenders. It will come down to the next week against the Steelers. I think that the Bears have a very good record. I'm not hating on the Bears. They're going to have to prove it, though, in my opinion. But I do like what the Bears are doing. I think Ben Johnson was the perfect coach for Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams is playing amazing this year. I got to give that man some credit, man. As a Viking fan, I'm not a hater. Hey, listen, they beat us in the second game. We beat them in the first game. They beat us in the second game, and I think Caleb definitely improved from the first week to the week 11. He definitely improved. He's very elusive. It's hard to bring that man down. I don't know how tall that man is. I don't know, man, but he's very shifty where our defense, our edge rusher would get to him and he'll break the tackle and juke him out they cleats. And I'm like, yo, what's going on with Bull? What's going on with Caleb Williams? Caleb Williams is playing good, man. Like, I ain't going to sit here and hate as a Viking fan. I'm not going to hate. Y'all looking good, but I still got to see more. If that's what I mean. I'm not saying that they're scrubs. I'm not saying that they're not good. They deserve what they have right now, but I want to see more before I say that they're a contender. Skull, Christopher Real, let's go. Heard KLC just doing too much deep ball. Yes. Thank you, bro. Facts. Vikings worst team in the North. Yes, we are record-wise. We are. I will agree, bro. I will agree. The Bears, Eagles, landslide. Okay. I like him. He's on the Heat, right? Hold up. Do you believe? Oh, yes, I believe in Jesus Christ. Yes. My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Yes. Eagles' schedule is too easy. Yeah, but they winning, though. It don't matter. Listen, I look at it like this. You play who you play. You feel me? That's how I look at it. That's why when people be trying to knock the Bears' schedule, you play who you play. The Bears is winning, bro. They could easily lose. You know what I'm saying? They still winning. At the end of the day, all these teams are professional teams. I don't even care if you go against the Jets. It's not a guarantee you're going to win against the Jets. Like, the Jets are 2-8. But listen, it's their professional team. They professionals. You're not just going to go in there and just not show up. You're going to have to show up a little bit. You're going to have to show up. And I'm not just saying you got to show up mentally and physically. They only win at home. Yep. As long as their defense will be bad. I asked you a question. I'm not worried about football. Do you believe in Jesus? I don't know. I just answered that. I don't know what's going on with you. You are you a running back? No, I'm not a running back. All right, I gotta block you. You're doing too much. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family at the end of the day. I appreciate everybody that's rocking with your boy. Listen, man. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. There's a lot of stuff going on around the world, and I'm just trying to bring people together. And yeah. This is what this channel is about. Mike, who is your second favorite team? I don't have a second favorite team. Do I like other players on other teams? Yes. Like I said, I'm a big Drake May guy. Like I said, I'm a big Drake May guy. That's one. But I'm not a Patriots fan. I like CJ Stroud, but I'm not a Texans fan. I like Josh Allen. He's my favorite quarterback in the game, but I'm not a Bills fan. There's players I like. I like Jamar Chase, but I'm not a Bengals fan. Excuse me. I like Carter from the Eagles, but I'm not an Eagles fan. But I do like players. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Love from Pittsburgh fan. Oh, shout out to you, bro. Skull, everybody, skull. I plays Bryce Young on my and through. Yeah, over. Yeah, let's go 213 and over. Wow. Sending hate from Florida. Sending 49ers pretenders. Yeah. You think they're pretenders? I got a lot of respect for Go Bears. Is it too soon to sell don't sleep on him. No, I'm not, bro. Go Bears. Only 5 contenders in the NFC. Sam Darnold over JJ McCarthy. Yeah, right now, yes. Sam got to limit the picks. 4 picks is terrible. Yes, true. Yep, 5 top so 6 contenders. Good take. Packers number 5. Packers are definitely not contenders. I think, yeah, I don't think I think the Lions are. I think the Lions are the best in our division. Divisional games are always crazy. Facts, bro. They're always crazy. Packers barely beat a backup running back. Hold on. Packers barely beat a backup running back, backup wide receiver, backup head coach. And a third string quarterback. Well, hold on. What you talking about? Hold up. Who are you talking about, bro? Minnesota going down faster than. All right, come on, come on, Sarah. Come on, Sarah. I'm assuming that you're a female because your name is Sarah, but come on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Sarah? God bless to you. God bless to you. Yes, they are, but there's men. What are you talking about? The Bears. Hey, let's do a. No, we're not doing that. Pittsburgh, a contender. All right, respectfully, I'm gonna say this. If you're being weird in the comments, I don't usually block people, but I will block you. So please do not be weird in the comments. Don't be weird in the comments. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be different, and weird is not always a bad thing. But don't be weird in the comments. We grown men, we grown women. If it's grown women in the comments, just be respectful and just don't be weird, man. There's a lot of weirdos out here in the world, but come on, bro. We ain't trying to bring that over here. You feel me? There's a lot of weirdos, man. But we're not going to be weird. Pittsburgh contender. The addition of Phillips and Graham made the Eagles the best. Yes, I think that's what I said. I think the Eagles are the favorite because of their defense is so elite. I would break down if my Niners win another. Man, shoot. I will break down and cry if my Vikings get to the playoffs. I will break down and cry if my Vikings get to the Super Bowl. I will break down and cry if my Vikings win the Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say cat. If the Vikings win the Super Bowl, if they get to the Super Bowl and win it, I'm gonna go live for 24 hours straight. Promise you. Super Bowl live, 24 hours straight. I don't care. It is what it is. Y'all thought Bills playing lackluster. Yeah, Bears are playing. Bears, they beat us. We had a chance. I ain't taking nothing away from the Bears, but yeah. Bills playing lackluster. You said Bills are playing lackluster. Oh, my bad. I thought you said the Bears. 2-1 in Baltimore, and 1 in Indianapolis. Okay. Let's do it. All right, bro. If you put that comment, again, I'm gonna have to block you, bro. If your quarterback faces the Broncos, wrap them in bubble wrap just in case. Texans, bro, I could. What? What does that mean? What the Caleb Williams? Yeah, I like Caleb. CJ Niner gang. The Bears. Quarterback in 2026 is playing like they have never touched them. For real. Nothing worse than Titans in Cleveland. Yeah. Eagles is better. Vikings need to get what the heck? McCarthy is Jimmy Clausen 2.0. No, don't say that. Don't say that. It's too early, JC. Don't do that to my quarterback. It's too early, JC. The Vikings suck. Eagles is better. The Eagles are better, but the Vikings don't suck. Bills will win the Super Bowl. They have a good chance, but I don't know. Check downs. That's sick, bro. Need some Jared Allen stuff. You know what? He's one of my favorite players of all time. Another player, I'm not sure how much you know about the Vikings, but one of my other favorite players that nobody talks about is Chad Greenway. If you look him up, he's a linebacker. I think people don't give that man that much credit for some reason. When they had EJ Henderson and what's his name, Ben Lieber, I had a lot of respect for Chad Greenway, and I also like Eric Kendricks too. So Eric Kendricks is a dog. But the one autograph I want the most, I don't have, is Randy Moss. If I could get a Randy Moss signed autograph jersey or whatever, I don't even care, bro. It could be a shirt. I don't care. If I can get a Randy Moss autograph, I'll be cool, bro. I ain't gonna say a cat. I'll take a Randy Moss over any. I like the William Wall. I wouldn't mind getting Kevin or Pat William. I wouldn't mind getting Tony Winfield. I wouldn't mind getting of course, Jared Allen, all-time great. All-time great. Yeah. Harrison Smith, of course. Yeah. I got Dante Culpepper already, and I got Adrian Peterson already. So I'm getting there. I got to get the Randy Moss. I wouldn't mind having Chris Carter as well. Justin Jefferson, that would be cool too. But you think so? You gonna smash the Vikings this week? Hey, bro, respectfully, bro. A Packer fan, listen, it's all love at the end of the day. But I'm gonna tell you this right now: we're gonna beat the brakes off y'all. By the way, Packer fans, make sure you don't be a hater. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. If you're a Packers fan, I know we about to beat the brakes off of you, but don't get in your feelings. We gonna beat the brakes off of you. And but respectfully, man, it's all love at the end of the day. Respectfully, we're gonna beat the brakes off of you. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Salute to everybody. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Shout out to everybody in the building. It's NFL football. Let's get it, baby. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. And listen, nobody has to ask to be a mod. I'm looking for at least 2 or 3 moderators. So if anybody is interested, man, please let me know. I'm not gonna make you a moderator right away because I gotta make sure you legit. But I'm looking for 3 moderators, bro. I really am. I need some moderators. There's a lot of weirdos, and I'm trying to make sure I got some good moderators. Please. I hate divisional games. Yeah, divisional games are the hardest. I love divisional games because they're the hardest. He said, "Prove it." Yup, we're gonna prove it. Bears second best team in NFC. We'll see. Rashawn Green, the Bears. 7-3 lead the league in takeaways with backups. Top 5 offense. Yes. I gotta see more, bro. I know that sounds. Look, I would say this. I think your offense is amazing. I will admit to that. Ben Johnson got your offense looking amazing. I'm not hating, bro. I'm not hating. I just respectfully got to see more. I think your biggest knock is your defense. I don't care what you said. You said takeaways. I don't care about none of that, bro. I don't care about none of that. I want to see more from your defense. Your offense, I love your offense. I think Ben Johnson got y'all playing amazing. Amazing. Respectfully, I ain't hating on y'all. I'm not hating on the Bears. I got to see more. Eagles. Let's go Eagles. He said from Indiana to go Eagles. All right. The division, right? E. Cooper, so underrated, bro. Super Bowl champs have the hardest schedule. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they got. That's what I always thought. Welcome to Frozen Tundra, Lambeau Field. Yeah, we coming to beat the brakes off for y'all heavy hitter. Shout out to my guy heavy hitter in the building. Y'all know the vibes, baby. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Y'all know the vibes. We here, baby. Yeah, yeah. Oh man, shout out to your aunt. Happy birthday. Appreciate it, man. Woo, woo. Let's go. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to your aunt. I'm not going to try to jack her name up because I'm going to jack her name up. I'm not going to say her name respectfully because I'm going to jack her name. I ain't trying to jack her name up. But happy birthday. I'm talking to 45. Talking to 45. So happy birthday to your aunt. We beat the Lions, Chiefs, Bucks, Packers. Not easy games. Okay, okay. Skull, baby. Skull, baby. Prince. Oh, tonight, I got the Bills beating the Texans. You know what? This is so crazy, man. I got that because I had locks before I cut them off. The thing about it is I cut my locks off, right? With African hair, right? FBA. When you cut your hair, you keep your hair. My wife, she kept my hair. And what they do is if if your hair is good, in good condition, they have a tool where it's called I don't know what the tool's called, but they like crochet your hair back. If you have like an inch or two hair, they can crochet it back. So I was like, man, I was so happy because I wasn't trying to go through the whole lock journey again. And I'm like, man, I want my locks back. I miss my locks, and I'm happy I got my locks back, man. I'm happy. I felt like listen. I'm happy I got my locks back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people said I look like Dalvin Cook. I had somebody tell me yesterday I look like LeBron James. I don't think I look like no dang on LeBron James. Someone said I look like Kevin Hart. I said, dang, I look like everybody. How I look like everybody? I thought I had a unique look. I look like every celebrity that ever came, that ever existed or something. I'm like, what is going on? But shout out to everybody in the building. Houston Texans helmet is dope. Yeah. Go Pack, go. Go Pack, go. He said, my boy Heavy Hitter is a Packers fan. He like Caleb. He like Caleb. Oh, you being come on, bro. You say you don't like Lamar? Go Pack, go. My second favorite team is whoever is playing the Packers this season. Go Vikes. Not the Vikings and not the Bears either. What? That's called fantasy football. Miami just needs a new quarterback and coach. All right. Yeah, everybody. Chris Farrell said, hit the like button and subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes Family Football Channel. Skull. Welcome all NFL teams. Salute to everybody. Yeah, we go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. So even if you're not a Viking fan, you are welcome. And I want everybody to know, man, you can ask me about your team. I'll do my best to give you just my honest opinion about your team. But yeah, mainly we cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel, but we can talk about your team if you want to talk about your team, if you bring up the question. And when I go live for the games, you can be on the live stream with me if you want to, and you can actually talk to me about what's going on. Just please keep it PG in the comments and on the live stream. He's talking about he's talking about the Giants. Skull to the toilet. Oh, skull to the toilet bowl. Go Pack, go. What about Miami? I'm sorry. Listen, Miami can't be a contender this year, bro. I'm not trying to come at y'all teams. Do not get in y'all feelings. I'm just talking about the best teams, bro. Like Miami, you're not getting past the Patriots. You're not getting past the Bills, respectfully speaking. The Patriots are looking like a contender, a true contender this year. And the Buffalo Bills even though I'm a Viking fan, my favorite quarterback in the game is Josh Allen. Josh Allen, to me, is the best quarterback in the game besides Patrick Mahomes, because Patrick Mahomes got like 3 Super Bowls, but that's another story for another day. But I think Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the game without a Super Bowl. He's the best quarterback. I don't care. It is what it is. It is what it is. I know people are like, well, he ain't never win, man. It's hard to win a Super Bowl. But I feel like Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the game. Did y'all see the last game he played? Did y'all see what he was doing in his last? Bro, this man had like 3 rushing touchdowns. He had like 3 or 4 throwing touchdowns. I'm like, yo, what's this man doing? He acting like this is Madden or something. We playing Madden in real life? Like this man, that bull, Josh Allen is a dog. Straight up dog. I believe Joe Burrow is You think so? I like Joe Burrow. He gotta stay healthy. You know what else is weird? Having a Joe Webb egg. That's funny. That's a throwback. What are your thoughts on? Hold on, I'm just. Let me look up his stats. Let me look up his stats real quick, bro. All right, so his stats right now, Jaden Waddle. Because I don't really follow the. I mean, of course, like I know a little bit about the Dolphins, but what's he doing this year? He's having a really good season. What? 26 years old. He's having a good season. He's gonna have over 1,000 yards receiving if he stays healthy. Let me see. This is. I think this is his best season in his career. What is it? Let me see. No. He's been good for a while. He had 1,000 in 2021, 2022, 2023, 3 straight years with 1,000 receiving yards. Last year was kind of a down season for him, but right now he's about to pass last year. Last year he had 744 receiving yards, 12.8 per carry, 2 touchdowns. This year so far he has 722 with we got 7 games left. He gonna get 1,000 receiving yards if he stays healthy, and he might even pass his all-time in touchdown catches this year. He has 5. His all-time was in 2022 with 8 touchdown catches. Yeah, but he's having a good season. Very good season. Yeah, 49 catches so far this year. 14.7 average per catch. Yeah. I'm liking it. He's looking good. Do you miss Stephon Diggs? You know what? Can I be honest with you with the whole Stephon Diggs stuff, y'all? I'm a big Stephon Diggs guy, right? I cried when that Minneapolis Miracle happened in 2017. I was crying, y'all. Tears of joy was coming out my eyes. I'm only human, y'all. Tears of joy was coming out my eyes, y'all. When he caught that pass against the Saints and ran it in for a touchdown. The Minneapolis Miracle. A nice throw by Case Keenum. Do I miss Stephon Diggs? We have Justin Jefferson. We have Jordan Addison. I like Stephon Diggs, but we got Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. But I do like Stephon Diggs. Yeah. What about Seattle? Yeah, I love Seattle. Tyreek Hill. I love Tyreek Hill. Now we win. If we lose to y'all, I might cry. I think y'all gonna lose to us though, man. All you Packer fans, respectfully, y'all going down this week. Respectfully, I don't see how y'all gonna win this game, bro. I know y'all in Green Bay. Y'all think y'all all that. Y'all think that since we're 4-6, that the Vikings is going to just roll over and let y'all beat us. We not letting it happen. We going to cook y'all. We going to fry y'all. We going to bake y'all. We going to, listen, J.J. McCarthy going to have the best game of his career. The 6th game of his career, he's going to do y'all dirty. Our defense is going to make Jordan Love look like a rookie. It's going to be a long, long game for Jordan Love. I'm telling you right now. The Minnesota Vikings defense is one of the best in the game. You can even look up the numbers. I'm not just talking. Now, the offense for the Vikings, now that's what I'm nervous about. But I'm going to be honest with you. We got y'all. We going to get y'all at home. You know what I'm saying? He laughing. Go Jags? Yeah, I don't know about that. Bears still and go Pack. Shout out to everybody in the building. Justin Jefferson or Tyreek Hill? Justin Jefferson. Cook. Skull. Don't duck in this smoke. Hey, listen, heavy hitter. You know the vibes over here, bro. One thing about your boy is I'm not dodging no smoke, bro. I'm gonna be live during the game, bro. And I'm gonna have a post-game live, bro. I'm not dodging no smoke. I'm here, bro. I'm here all the time, bro. I'm not going nowhere. You know what? You know the vibes over here, bro. Is that Mike? What in the world? Packers better? If you're talking about the jersey, that's Adrian Peterson jersey. I don't know what you meant by that comment. Skull, what's going on, bro? Vikings news today. Shout out to you, bro. Packers better? No, they're not, bro. Respectfully. Is that MJ? No, this is Drew Holiday. This is Drew Holiday. I'm a Sixer fan. Hold on, y'all. I got another YouTube channel. I'm gonna put it in the comments again. I'm Philly everything besides football. You know, from PA, you know what I'm saying? Philly everything, bro. Philly, Sixers, Flyers. But on this channel, I cover the Minnesota Vikings. I'm a Viking fan because of Randy Moss. If you're wondering why, it's because of Randy Moss. If it wasn't for Randy Moss, I probably would be an Eagle fan. But I'm happy. I'm happy that I'm a Viking fan. Even though the Eagles keep winning Super Bowls and I'm looking crazy over here, my family members is coming at me. They all Eagle fans laughing at me and clowning me and all that. My oldest son is 11, and he said that he keeps saying to me like, "Oh, your team sucks, and my Eagles won a Super Bowl, and your team hasn't won." And he talks trash, and I be telling him, "You're gonna be on punishment. You keep it up. I'm gonna put you on punishment." That's what I told him. I told him, "You're gonna be on punishment. You keep on talking about my dang on Vikings. You got the game messed up." Respectfully, I gotta keep him away. Listen. I be telling him. My 11-year-old son trying to talk trash to me, man. You see, I don't know what happened. He's supposed to be a Viking fan. He's supposed to be a Viking fan, and he's an Eagle fan. So I don't know what to do. But yeah, that's my Sixer channel. I cover the Sixers play-by-play and commentary for a lot of Sixer games. I'm probably gonna go live after this live stream with y'all and go live for my Sixers. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Like I said, everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. This is not a channel where, you shouldn't feel comfortable if you're not a Viking fan. This is not a channel, I don't feel comfortable because I'm a Packers fan. I got Packer fans that subscribe to this channel. I got Eagle fans that subscribe to this channel. I got probably every team that subscribed to this channel. And I'm honestly surprised. Like, listen, of course I'm going to have Viking fans subscribing to this channel. But, like, even people that are, like, Packer fans, a division rival. But where it's so deep. Like I said, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. I ain't trying to, like, I'm not the type of person that be like, I do talk that talk, though. I do talk a lot of smack. But it's not disrespectful smack, and I keep it real. If my team lose, I just keep it real, bro. I just keep it real. Y'all beat us, and I'm gonna tell you why you beat us. I'm not the type of person that gets salty when my team lose, or I get mad. Oh, your team sucks. Oh, you guys got lucky. I don't do that type of stuff, man. Let me tell you what happened. A true story. Right? I had a comment. He was he was a Lions fan. This is not a shout out against Lions fans because there's some good Lions fans out there. But he was a Lions fan. He went on to one of my videos. He was like, "You don't know nothing about football." He was like, "Y'all got lucky, you idiot." And something else he said. And you know what I told him? All I said was, "You hater, take this L with dignity." You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Whether we got lucky or whatever. If you lose, you lose. I'm never going to say that a team that beats my Vikings, they just got lucky. Bro, you won. Like, you won. It is what it is. Like that kickoff return by the Bears when we were up 17-16. Yeah, it was one of the last plays. It was a kickoff return for like 56 yards. I don't even know what the Bulls' name is. And they was pretty much in field goal range. All they needed was a field goal to win. And they ran the ball a couple more times or whatever, and they got the game-winning field goal. That's not luck, bro. Because what happened for the other 4 quarters of the game? It's not just one play games. Like, people be making it seem like that one play is the reason why we lost the game. No, bro. It was multiple plays that lost you the game. What happened to all the other quarters? Oh, well, my team got shut. My team lost because of the missed call. But what about the other stuff that happened in the game? The other stuff that happened in the game, for example, my team. I'm a Viking fan. I love my Vikings, but I got to keep it real. We didn't lose the game because of special teams, bro. The last play. We lost the game last week because we scored 3 points in 3 quarters. Now, if my math is correct, 3 points, y'all. 3 points in 3 quarters. How can you win a game when you only scored 3 points in 3 quarters. And then you scored 14 points in the fourth quarter trying to make a comeback. And we did come back, but then we lost at the end. But my whole thing is when people be like, oh, we lost because of the kickoff return. No, we lost it because we couldn't do nothing in the other 3 quarters. And that's why I be trying to tell people. People be trying to make it seem like that one play lost you the game. That one missed call by a referee lost you the game. No, it's not just that one play. That's probably one of the most alarming plays. You're like, oh, that's the one you remember. But what about the other plays in the game? It's a 4-quarter game. You're telling me that one play lost you the game? That's impossible. That's impossible. I'm just trying to bring logic to it, y'all. I'm not trying to sound like the smartest person in the world because I'm not. I don't know everything about football, but there's 4 quarters. If you play 3 quarters and you score 3 points, how can you blame the special teams for that one mishap? You shouldn't have been in that position to lose by a field goal. You should have at least scored 20-something points. And maybe you wouldn't have to worry about that field goal. Maybe they would have had to go for a touchdown instead of a field goal, but the offense struggled the whole game. And I'm just keeping it real. I got to talk that talk. My boy J.J. McCarthy wasn't the best in the game. He came through in the fourth quarter, but you can't just come through in the fourth quarter. You got to come through throughout the whole entire game. It's not just a 1-quarter game. It's a 4-quarter game. You get what I'm saying? I'm on a rant right now, but sometimes it frustrates me sometimes with some fans when they be like, we only lost because of that. No, bro, we lost because of the whole game. We lost because of the whole entire game. That was just one play out of all the plays in the game that we lost. We lost. That was a big alarming play, but it wasn't just that one play, bro. Let me catch up in the comments. Exactly. Take that L. Take that L with dignity. That's what I said to the bull. I said, you hater, take that L with dignity. He didn't comment back, y'all. And no, I didn't block him. I don't be blocking people all the time. I don't block people for comments like that. I block people when they say the weird stuff. But he was like, you idiot. I was like, bro, like, I started laughing. I was like, yo, he called me idiot. He was like, you idiot. You don't know nothing about football. I mean, I don't pretend I know everything, but I know a little bit. And I said to Lion fans, it's a division game. Those division games, I don't care how, like I said earlier in this live, you could win one game and go against a team that's in your division that won 8 games, right? And they're looking really good. They look like a contender. In that one game, y'all can lose that game because it's a division game. For some reason, division games, no matter how bad a team is, it don't matter, bro. Some reason, it's a hard game to win. I don't know why. Caleb did good. Vikings are going to destroy the Packers easy. Facts. Hey, talk that talk, Nolan. Talk that talk, baby. Vikings are new last place team. Don't say that, bro. Come on, bro. Why you got to rub it in? What do you think about Mike Evans? Oh, what do I think about Mike Evans? That is a great question. You want to know what I think about Mike Evans? Hall of Famer. You want to know what I think about Mike Evans? I don't know what he's doing this year. He's a Hall of Famer. Prior to this year, he's, I think, one of the only wide receivers that had 1,000 receiving yards, 10+ seasons in the NFL or something like that. Listen, I'm talking about from his rookie season and on, bro. He has never had less than 1,000 receiving yards in a season, bro. I don't know what he's looking like right now, but my goodness, Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer in my eyes. Maybe I'm wrong, but for me, I'm putting that man in the Hall of Fame. That's what I think about Mike Evans. You talk about a man that made a lot of big catches throughout his career. Ain't nobody like Mike. There's few wide receivers that can stand up to Mike Evans. Mike Evans is probably one of the most underrated, slept-on wide receivers throughout in NFL history. He doesn't really talk too much. He's not one of the wide receivers that are like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he's not one of those receivers that get a lot of attention for some reason. But if you know, you know. You know Mike Evans is one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. You look at his numbers. Like I said, 1,000 receiving yards in all his seasons he's been in the NFL. Matter of fact, let me look it up. Since we're talking about it, let's look it up. Listen, Mike Evans is that guy. Let me look up his numbers real quick, and I'm going to get off this live stream in a little bit. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We go on live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Even if you're from another country, another continent, another galaxy. But if you are from another galaxy and you're an alien and you're green, you got a big giant head, and you say, I want to take you to my leader, Mike Sports Vibes, I heard your YouTube channel. I'm going to say respectfully, tell the president of the United States, because I don't want the man in black coming to my doorstep. So I'm just saying that. So if it goes to outer space, this live stream goes to outer space, just don't come to my house first. Tell the president that you come to my house. And make sure you don't do no weird stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, let me look up this man's stats real quick before I get off. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Salute to y'all, man. God bless to everybody that's in the building. Y'all know the vibes, man. We here. We enjoying each other's company. This is what this YouTube channel is about, to bring people together. Now, this is not the best year. I'm not sure what's going on this year for Mike Evans, but this might be his only year. Maybe he took a step back. Maybe he's injured. It looks like he only played 4 games, so he most likely got hurt, right? I didn't know that, right? But I would say this. For hold on. 1, 2, 3, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 straight seasons, he has over 1,000 receiving yards. Just saying. For everybody that doesn't know about Mike Evans, and you can look it up for yourself. For 11 straight seasons, he has 1,000 receiving yards at least. He said, go Patriots. Patriots are contenders, bro. Games always tough. Facts, bro. Evans good, just rushed back. Oh, he rushed back. Okay. 5 gifted. If you turn defense, Brady is my favorite Bucs memory. Wow. Your favorite Bucs memory. Lamar Jackson or Baker Mayfield? I gotta go Lamar. This year it was closer earlier in the season because Baker Mayfield was playing elite, but right now the Buccaneers are taking steps back, and they're taking steps back, and the Ravens are taking steps up. But in my opinion, it's closer. It's close right now, but I got to give the edge to a 2-time MVP right now, and because since he came back from his injury, the Ravens are undefeated. I think it's like 3 games he's been back, and he's undefeated. So. I gotta go that route. But I like Baker Mayfield a lot. I have a lot of respect for Baker Mayfield. At one point when he was a free agent, I wanted the Vikings to try to sign him. But, it is what it is. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. I'm about to get off. Thank y'all so much for everybody that's vibing with me and supporting me on this YouTube journey. And like I said, this is one YouTube family. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I want to say God bless to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Appreciate y'all vibing with me. I really do, man. Appreciate y'all. He's supposed to come back. Okay, hopefully. Okay. Bye. All right, y'all. Salute to y'all, man. Skol. Let's get it, man. Salute to y'all. Peace out. Until next time. I'll be live for the Viking game versus the Packers, and I might be live tomorrow sometime as well. But salute to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate y'all. And like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and share. If you know anybody that's a Viking fan or anybody that likes football, make sure you say, yo, I got a channel for y'all. Tell them to go subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes. Share. Salute to y'all. Vikes on top. No, we on the bottom right now. We going to be on top eventually, though.